Chicago is one of the major wrestling cities in all of history. It really is. And it's a stronghold for all wrestling. Chicago, Philly, LA, New York, a couple international markets, Toronto. I mean, we looked at a lot of places, but Chicago just, again, so much of this is about what's going on in the gut, what's that good feeling. I've been in, Allstate Arena when it's jam-packed to the rafters, and the feeling in that place is special. The community and its love for history, but it's love for where wrestling is going. It's special. We made it a point to make this first one in Chicago, and I mean no disrespect to the other markets, but at one point we were going to go somewhere else, and we thought, no, the first spot this has to be is Chicago. From Allstate Arena show after Allstate Arena show to the Odeum shows, all the different places I've been to, there's just something different in the air when it comes to wrestling fans in Chicago, and you can't call it with them. You can't force it on them. They'll let you know.
Great. Cody, thank you so much. I know you've been waiting for a while. As you mentioned, Conrad gave you a fake time.
He gave me a false time. He assumed I was just some carny, wild, unpredictable, weirdo artist or something, and that I was gonna, just sleep in. I came in on a red eye last night, and this guy gave me a fake time. I love it though. It was a good strategy. I listened to the whole call.
Well, hey, I know I'm speaking on behalf of everyone on the call. Thank you for your time. Wish you the best of luck with the upcoming show. And we'll go ahead and cut you loose because we know you're a busy guy. Thank you again. For everyone on the call, we will be bringing Conrad back onto the call. If you have any questions, dial *6. If you have any questions for Conrad about Starrcast, let me bring Conrad. Conrad, are you there?
I don't know how I'm going to follow all of that, man. Between, I thought it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger with Eric and then Bruce and closing it out with Cody. I'm excited, man. I wish it was this weekend.
So we do have a couple questions here for you through the chat. I have one. How are you holding up?
I'm near death. I am a one and done promoter. I'm going back to being Conrad the mortgage guy who I guess does podcasts. I'm just a wrestling fan, but I thought this was a fun opportunity, and I sort of said, man, I wish someone would, and why doesn't anyone? And then I just decided, well, why can't I do it? I'll do it. So I did it, and now I realized, I've bitten off more than I can chew. Between 3 podcasts and 3 Patreons that support those, and the WWE Network show, and my mortgage company, and I'm getting married in 2 months. It's a lot to carve off, but I've had fun doing it. But yeah, this is 2-hour-a-night type of territory for me right now.
We have a call from 903. 903, go ahead and ask your question for Conrad.
Hey, Conrad. You just kind of talked about your mental state, but my question is, what have you learned from the process of trying to run this? Or I guess what is your main takeaway going to be from it?
Well, I mean, there's a lot, I guess. The answer is I won't know until the event happens. Something that I can't convey enough here is we're all first-time promoters. I mean, obviously, Cody and the Bucks have been, performing in wrestling shows for decades between them. But the idea of, sort of making a list and checking it twice like Santa Claus and being so meticulous about every little detail, it's a lot. And so as much attention to detail as I like to think I'm going to play here and as much effort as we put in on the front end, there's going to be stuff we're going to miss. And I don't know exactly what that is. So I'm probably going to be more qualified to answer that question afterwards. Because in my head, everything's checked off and very organized, but that's probably not going to be the case. There's going to be some things where I just miss, and I can be honest about that now and say, hey guys, I've never done it before, so I'm doing my best. But I will say that, the one thing that has sort of been the saving grace for all this for me is FITE. And I'm not just trying to shield the pay-per-view when I say that, but I realized in an effort to me sort of to make this the once-in-a-lifetime thing. You know, what if we did this, and what if we did that? I made like a dream lineup, or my dream lineup, with everybody who was available for these shows. But the trouble is you can't possibly see them all. And I probably would have scheduled fewer events, and I would have given us more time in between them. But by accident, I guess what I made is quite a pay-per-view experience, because now you can just bounce back and forth all freaking weekend. So I love that aspect of it, but that wasn't the original plan at all. And I just worry that, you know, maybe we did too much. So that's my takeaway. If anybody is listening to this and says, hey, I think I can do that next time, don't book so much. I did too much here.
Have a